Hi guys! I know it's like back so soon. I just posted a video yesterday. It's like no videos for 4 months and then video every day. So today I need to vent, and I figured that's the whole reason why I created YouTube anyways, is so that like if I had something I had to get out, then I would get it out. And so this is my vlog today. And I think it's basically like about pregnant women in the workplace and how, at least in my state or like my country, I don't know if it's different other places, other states or countries, but there seems to be such a wide amount of like how women are treated when they're pregnant in the workplace. So a little bit of history about me. I've been working in call center. So when you like call customer service and you talk to that person on the other line that has this whole script of spiel of stuff that they have to tell you, that's what my job is. So pretty much I get yelled at for a living, which I'm usually okay with. But I've noticed with this pregnancy, like I've been super emotional and it's not as easy to deal with at this time. And so, um, with that, anyways, that was a kind of a side tangent. But so I've worked in call centers since I was like 19, so the past like 7 years. And um, with my first pregnancy, well, not technically my first pregnancy, but my second pregnancy with Luna, um, I had already worked at my center for 3 years. I had just been promoted when I found out that I was pregnant with Luna. And so I had a lot of like freedom because they already knew my work ethic. They knew the kind of person I was. They knew that if I was missing work, it was because of a justifiable reason, not because I was a slacker. I wasn't on the phones anymore at that point because I had been promoted. And so I was pretty much like allowed free reign. Like, you know, you get pregnant and you get bigger and your bladder doesn't have as much control. So I could go pee if I need to go pee. I could get up and get more water if I need to get water. Like, I didn't have those like things on me. But I started working in September at this new center, and not knowing I was pregnant at the time. And then I find out, like, oh, surprise, you're pregnant. So I've only been working there at this point. What was that? September, October, November, December. It's January now. So maybe like 5 months, about like pretty much exactly 5 months, I think, that I've been working there now. And I have really good stats and I'm really good on the phones. Like, you know, everybody has like their growing period. And so I'm kind of in that time, but I'm still a good worker, I think, in my personal opinion. Like, I don't think there's anything that they've never told me anything that I've done that's like wrong that I really need to fix. I'm always like at the top of everything on my team. So I don't know, but I've noticed with this new center, because I've only been there 5 months, and like those 5 months I've been pregnant the whole time. So when I started working there, I was super sick all the time. I've had the worst morning sickness I've had with any of my pregnancies this time. It's horrible. So I was super sick. I still went to work. I never once missed a day, all through training. So I got on my team in November, and that was the first time I ever missed a day, was in November. And it wasn't actually because of a medical issue. It was because it was like -4 degrees here, and my car would not start. I tried everything to get it to start, and it wouldn't. So I was just kind of like, all right, well, I'm sorry I can't come in because my, car won't work. So then in December, right around the 19th, I got super sick. It turned out to be a stomach flu, and I was so sick, so dehydrated, couldn't eat anything, couldn't even like sleep restfully. Like, it was the worst. And I missed one day. And then in January, like the very beginning part of January, which was like what, like a week or two ago, I actually had an upper respiratory infection and missed one day because I literally could not talk. I had no voice. I had been coughing so hard that it was like making me like, vomit. And I had no voice. So I was like, all right, well, I can't come to work and talk to people if I don't have a voice. So basically what they've advised me is, since I've missed 3 days over a 3-month period, that I'm at risk of not like losing my job, but like getting in a bad standing at my job, so I'm no longer able to bonus. I lose my stack ranking, so I'm automatically like at the bottom of the stack when we do like shift bids, like when we need to like trade our shifts and all. They're like, you're automatically going to be at the bottom, even though I'm like 30 in the center of like 400 agents. And then something else happens too. I don't know exactly what that is, but so they're like, if you keep having absences, this is what's going to happen, which confuses me because I had doctor's notes for the 2 times I had to miss, but they won't accept them. They say that that's not good enough. Like, doctor's notes don't count to excuse me for being gone, for being sick. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do really at that point, because you can't like pre-plan being sick. And honestly, when I'm not pregnant, I just work through it. I'm one of those like complete assholes that comes to work sick. I use hand sanitizer. I have like my little mask thing on if I can. Like, try not to breathe on people, just kind of keep to myself so I don't like get around other people. But because we're forced to do that, that's why someone like me would get sick. And I'm pregnant, and I'm not going to put myself and my baby at risk, if I don't feel that I need to. So anyways, it hasn't come down to that yet. They're still like, oh, you're fine, but they want me to fill out like paperwork at get my doctor or my midwife to fill out paperwork to like let them know that if I'm sick, then I can't be there. I don't even know. But then like the thing that kind of like broke the camel's back today was I got a note from my doctor that said, she's gonna have to drink more water, and she's gonna have less room in there because a person's growing inside of her. So she's gonna have to pee more. Like, she's gonna have to go to the restroom more. So I got a note from my midwife saying, hey, this is what she needs. I find out today that it's not as easy as taking in a note, because it never is. I have to actually like get in touch with our HR line that's somewhere. I have to request paperwork to be sent to me. So it's like, I did that. So I got the paperwork. It's like 5 pages long that my midwife has to fill out. My midwife, like, their company charges $10 every time they have to fill out any kind of paperwork. So like my leave of absence when baby comes, they charge $10. This leave of absence for going pee is going to be $10. Like, any kind of leave of absence paperwork that I might have to do to say, like, if I'm sick, I'll need a day off to be sick kind of thing. All of that costs like $10 per form. So basically, I'm paying like $10 to be allowed to go pee when I need to, which isn't a lot of money. $10 is $10, like, whatever. But it's just like the principle of it. Like, I went to my midwife. I paid to see my midwife. I got a doctor's note from my midwife saying that, yes, I am indeed pregnant and there is less room in my bladder. And so as a result, I will need to get up and pee more often. And that's just not acceptable for them. They have to have this entire like 4-page document filled out saying that I can go pee. It just seems like such overkill and such a nuisance that when something as natural as pregnancy is occurring and everybody knows that pregnant people pee more, like, everybody knows that they can't just say like, okay, here's an adjustment. We're going to adjust it so that your compliance to your schedule is going to be like 5% off, or not even 5%, like maybe 2% off. That way, you have during this period of time to this period of time where we know you're going to be pregnant, you have an extra 2% of compliance to play around with so that you're able to pee more. Like, that seems to me like the most logical thing that they could do. But instead, they're like, no, we're going to have you fill this paperwork that says from this time to this time every day you're going to need to pee. What? How does that make sense? And why is it so difficult? I'm not asking that pregnant women like get, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm not asking that pregnant women like get above and beyond treatment than the other women or men that are currently working there. Just like I wouldn't expect somebody who you know, I don't know, had like asthma or something to get like super special accommodations, especially since pregnancy is such a natural process. It's not like an actual ailment. There's just things that your body does, and you need a little bit more, you know? Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. I could just be talking out my ass at this point. I'm just so frustrated. And I don't know, that's probably what the hardest thing has been about this pregnancy, is the fact that I feel like I have no support at the place that pretty much is my family's livelihood. Like, that's where my insurance is through. That's like half of my household income is through this place. And I feel like at any moment that security could be ruined because of a natural process like pregnancy, which is a horrible way to feel. So that's my tangent and why I'm so upset today, and why I decided to make yet another video just the day after I made a video, and why this is so long. And I apologize because I'm not really editing my video, it's just throwing it up there. And yeah, anyways, so thanks for listening to me vent. And if, you know, however you dealt with the stress of work, I would be super happy to hear from you, because I'm so frustrated at this point. Anyways, talk to you guys later next time I have a tangent to go off on. Have a good rest of your day.